Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we want to talk about a trick which you can use in the Clan War League to have more success because it's less likely that you run into any baits whatsoever. I will talk about that in a second, but first let's talk about the most important thing right now, which is you're right, the community voting. And we're already really far. We got way further than we thought. We're really thankful for all of your votes. It's incredible. But I mean, there's still a long road ahead, I would say. So please still keep voting for Tribe. It's so much appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for the trust and everything. And there's so many other good teams out there. So give Tribe one vote and the others to anyone else. Thank you guys so much. And well, let's get started with one thing which I really want to highlight, and I feel like it's really underrated. The first thing is, so far, like in the past, I'm really looking a lot of many times for compartments which can lure out the clan castle if a Yeti blimp in there. But there are many times just the fact that there is a sweeper. But this means that most of the time the defender did not really think about a Yeti blimp because they feel like, hey, no one would do this Yeti blimp. And well, after that, the follow-up is pretty easy. Like you funnel at 6, queen charge in at 7, and that's after that, like the king funnel and then the hybrid into the town hall is pretty basic. But the main idea of this, which is so strong right now, is the Yeti blimp, especially against the worst army for queen charges in the world, in the history of Clash of Clans, and that's the super minions. And because the super minions are wasting their shots onto the Yetis, which overall is really great for you. And with freezing the sweeper, you're going into the compartment without having any problems. So that's kind of the trick which I want to show you guys today, because it's surprisingly strong, because no one is really kind of like expecting this or defending those entries. And that's really good for you. So let's get started and let's try it out. And let's see if it actually works as good as I promised to you guys. So first things first, kind of already sorting out the scroll bar and everything, using the loon, then the freeze, then the Yeti blimp. Then after that, I on this one have to use a rage because I kind of go for the inner ground expo. That would be awesome if I would get that, because this means overall less damage on my queen charge later on. And in the end, I even get the freaking ground expo. This start is amazing. And like I said, this defender did not count on that because, I mean, there was a sweeper, like no one would do a Yeti blimp in there, and that's wrong. Bring a freeze, it's most of the time worth it, like 100%. The next one, just taking out the clan castle casually, it's like pretty nice because it's no super minion clan castle, that's great. Now, everything so far is looking great. We have to use the last Cocoon in a second, then obviously rage into the single Inferno Tower. And I mean, really, like so far everything is looking as planned, so really nice for us. We have only one freeze, that's the only downside kind of, but that should be alright normally, as long as you're not charging like 3 single Inferno Towers. I'm using 2 super wall breakers because I wanted to get the wall break into the core. I feel like that was pretty nice overall. And that's why I used 2 over there just to make sure. And now my queen is engaging the enemy king. I used the headhunter, so far my queen is looking good. We can just get started with the king and everything else, like the hybrid. First off, kind of like a small trick, if you do attacks like on this base, always wait for the trash going down, which means like buildings which are non-defensive buildings. For example, there were a lot of storages on the left side. If I would place the hybrid, like the miners and the hogs at the same time, basically, I have a huge problems because of the storages. My miners tend to like fall behind, and this is never a good thing if you have your hybrid splitting. That's a big no-go. Either way, the attack so far is looking good and bad at the same time, because my queen died. That was kind of unfortunate, but at the same time I have so much of my hybrid still left with the heal spell now. My king on the outside is still left. So far this attack is looking kind of good, even though the queen died, and the healers actually switched. So everything in the end looks really good for me. Now the last heal spell, the king is actually getting pushed back to the top side, and this means this really annoying Tesla at the top side should go down eventually. Meanwhile, we still have the Royal Champion at the bottom side. I'm kind of waiting right now to use the Royal Champion shield, but at the same time, I think I can just delay it a little bit more as well. And obviously, if the Tesla at the top side is surviving, we could just use the Royal Champion shield and take that out pretty easily. So in the end, it was a huge overkill. Like I said, do not underestimate and do not think, like, if there's a sweeper, do not think that it's impossible to blimp, because it is not. Like, as a base builder and as an attacker, try to abuse this trick, especially in the Claymore League, where you have only this one attack and you're kind of afraid of traps, whatever. No one is trapping. It's like a Yeti blimp entry, which is getting covered by a sweeper. Like, that's really unlikely. So that's a really good tip. Now let's jump over to the other clan in the Tribe Academy, where actually Evejack sneaked in, so we will sneak into his attack as well. And wow, he attacks number 15. There, I guess he just wants to be done quickly. That's what this attack looks like. But let's see. I mean, he smashed already the base, basically. Like, 30% already of the base is gone. He used the lightnings, he used an ice golem, he used what is he used his royal champion already as well on the 3 o'clock side. So far the attack looks amazing. I think he even gets the eagle. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Now the Lalo's coming in. I mean, the cannons are not max, but who the hell needs cannons against Lalo, right? So yeah, but still the attack looks pretty good. Where is the headhunters going? I think he used the headhunters somewhere, but where are the... Oh, the headhunters... No, the headhunters got boosted into the queen because of the haste spell, and he used the warning ability a bit too late, so the queen is now surviving. Could this actually make this attack fair? I don't think so. Like, there are still too many things alive, like so many loons. This is a really nice overkill. Great job by Evejack. Obviously not a max base, but still really nicely done. And, well, I have one more attack for you guys, and this is kind of a classic approach with hybrids. So, like, no OP trick, whatever. Really, the best trick I could give to you guys, to the people who are watching, or kind of being trying to find new good tricks, is really like this trick with the Yeti blimp against the sweeper. Like, I had this a couple of times now in my community clan, where people were saying, okay, they want to do a certain plan, but they're kind of afraid of the sweeper, so they do not want to do it. Just freeze it. Like, this is most likely not baited entry, so that's really good for you, especially in this one-hit format. But now let's get to my second attack, because we have to go for this one as well. So what I'm doing over here, I'm placing the queen in front of the clan castle, trying to take that out as quickly as possible, and then I'm kind of letting my queen decide. Like, give the queen the power, let her decide what to go for. That's always the best way, and then she can decide to go for either way, and I will keep Wallbreaker into the base. That's kind of the goal, and then the hybrid around the bottom side. The reason why I can do this is because there's the king, and the king means there is no second row threat to my queen or to my healers. If there's an air defense where the king is right now, like the king platform, or if there's the ground expo or single throne tower, this charge would be way tougher. But because there's just the king, I don't care, because there is no second layer threat for my queen and or my healers, and that's really important. So now let's get started. Using the queen early, I have to use the poison early as well, just to make sure that she's staying alive. Poison early, and I have to pray to God or like whatever, just to make sure that there's no super minions in there. And actually it isn't, so we have really nice, a lot of spells. Like, it's just a dream coming true, kind of like being able to take down a clan castle with just one poison. That's really awesome. I have to be true on that. Like, I have like it's nice. So now the queen is like going for all of the defenses over there. We can now wait for our queen to decide whatever way she wants to go, like top side, bottom side. The base is symmetrical, so we don't care. It seems like she's going for the top side, so the Yeti at the top side, 2 wizards down there as well. The quick wall break to make sure that the wall is getting opened, and we have great access into the base. Now let's talk about the next step, basically. The next step is keep wall breaking, keep those wall breakers going, and get your queen deeper into the base. The next wall break is going, and it's hitting the wall. Let's go, touchdown for the wall breaker. And well, we wait for one more cannon going down, and then we can place the next wall break for the sweeper, so my queen can basically reach the entire base. And so far we had to use 2 rages, that's it. So we have another rage as well. So we can start with the king and the siege projects. We have like 1 minute and 40 seconds left, which is awesome for hybrid. Like 1 minute 40 should be the timing where you should start, or like get started with the hybrid. And the queen, meanwhile, is still going. That's so crazy. She already took down 2 scatters, a multi-inferno tower, and so much in the back end. It's insane. 2 bomb towers as well. Like this queen took basically down took the entire base down, which was important for hybrid. This one freeze, I think maybe I should cut it out because it never happened. I'm kidding. Like, I was a bit late on that freeze. I mean, it won't change anything in the end, to be honest. Like, this is still a crazy overkill, and I'm sorry, but this is already the end of the video. And as you guys might hear, there's a small echo, which normally isn't around in my voice. And the reason for that is I'm kind of moving right now, like switching to a different apartment. And the studio over there, like my recording room, if you want to say, is still under construction. So I will most likely skip tomorrow as a video. But after that, I'm back with hopefully even more better and like more awesome content. I have a lot of new things to show to you guys. And well, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and well, remember, #vote for tribe. Thank you guys so much. Let's see you back for the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.